11:11. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and that's the time I'm starting it because it is a higher vibration, and I just want to bring that energy here into this reading today. This reading is for the divine feminines, the beautiful jewels of the river of creation, the most highest of creators is bringing into this environment at this time on this planet Earth, right? And Mother Earth herself, the divine feminine, is working with everybody at this time, right? Everybody's changing. Even those that don't know they're changing are changing. It is the time of change. And you know what? A lot of people are very, very afraid, aren't they? A lot of people are preaching doom and destruction. And in their world, yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on. That's the material world. Those people that don't care about anything but what they own, how they can get more, what can they store up for the years to come, those people that are afraid. But we're not those people, are we, guys? No. We're not those people because we know that a good creator, doesn't do things like that or that way. The idea and the world of spirituality has been exposed to us, and we now understand that creation, in order to create something good, you got to be full of love and tenderness and joy, just like giving birth to a child. That child has to be nurtured. And as mothers, we love that child. For those of us who have given birth to children and delighted in it, we understand what nurturing is. For those who haven't, I apologize I don't want to trigger anybody. I love you. I love you very much. And that's all I'm going to say. God bless. I pray for all to have their hopes and dreams come true in magical ways. And I believe in the impossible. And I have never limited myself in my whole life. I come from the impossible. In other words, I shouldn't even really be here. I come from a world that most people don't even know or wouldn't want to see. But I believe that world wasn't my world and I needed out of it. And so I began to fight my way out of the darkness into the light. And I got it. So God is always going to be and protect those. But listen, if you don't do the fight, you don't get the strength. You don't want God to do everything for you, though God can. And if you get in an emergency, believe me, the protection of the power of the Holy Spirit will be there. I wanted to draw a card off the top, just to show you. Page of Cups, love. Love will always be there. Look, protection. The mermaid. When you're in the deep, God is going to be there with you. Look, bringing everything out of your cup that you need as you move closer and closer to the creator of creation on your own journey, finding God for yourself. Who knows who you might find? There's a lot of creators out there. Look for the good. Look for good. You might find creator of books. You might find the creator of magical power to bring change upon this earth. You might find the creator of bringing life to those who are depressed or repressed or compressed. These are metaphysical gifts that God gives, okay? The spiritual gifts that are within us when we believe in the impossible. And we walk with faith through the things we don't know, which is darkness, right? That's the darkness. I can't see where I'm going. Oh my God. But we have faith. We know that if we're leaning into a good creator with a loving heart, with our loving heart, that creator is going to protect our heart and our soul and our life. because it's very important to have beautiful people planted on this planet at this time. People that are strong to speak their truth, people who are spiritual and aren't afraid to show it, people who profess the name of creation and know that it's alive. Okay, no, I don't give a man's name to creation. How could I do that? My name is Connie. I am one of God's creations. I am one of Creator's creations, because gods are the gods of creation here on this earth. But man, who supplements them? Something greater, something that made this universe, something that made this galaxy, something that growed it from a seed, something with a mind of love and peace and joy, something with a mind that knows that only in peace and love and joy can you make the best creations. And so, with that being said, guys, the moon is in Scorpio today. We love you. And when I say we, I'm talking about the universe and all your ancestors, and everything that walks on the other side adores you. You are adored. I like that. You are adored. You're adored. You're adored to those that love you, your ancestors, God, whoever you love. Love is magic. Not hate, not despising, because God ain't working with those anymore. The elements have been shut off from those peoples. The elements are now available to those who love and adore life and God and creation, their ancestors, the flowers, the trees, the bees, their homes, who appreciate what they have. Simple, kind, gentle, caring. Why wouldn't God love those people? Okay, let's roll the dice. I just want y'all to know I love you. The beautiful jewels. That's what God told me to tell you guys. You are the sparkling, multifaceted gems. Shine. He wants you to shine. She wants you to find your interior, the beauty within you, where you and God reside with the same heart. Oh, I have not had one fall off the deck for a while. I'll show you in a minute. See, I call this the deck, and this one fell way over here. And it is in Capricorn. And of course, Capricorn is always ahead of the game. It just jumped right out there. And then we have beautiful, beautiful Uranus, the Tower, the ass kicker, the karma, the hard, or Dharma. Yeah, in control of Dharma as well. If you're a beautiful, good, loving person, you don't have to worry about making a lot of money. God makes sure you just have everything. People are good and kind and gentle. And if you don't got what you need, then God gives you the energy and power to get up and go get it. You may have to wait a day or two and release energies that you don't need anymore, don't want anymore, so that you can pull energies in you that you do. And that's where I've been the last couple days. You know, I just went through a big, finally separation after 3 years of dealing with a narcissist that was cheating and lying and just the worst of the worst, right? And so I finally got him out of the house 2 weeks ago. And I haven't let him back. Oh well, somebody's calling. I'm not going to worry about that right now. But what I'm saying is, for the last couple days, it caught up to me. And I was releasing and surrendering any thoughts or feelings of ever wanting to go back, because it's been a long relationship. It's hard for me to get him out of my mind sometimes. And from what I understand, that's because he's thinking about me, because I'm very happy. I am happy to have him gone. I will never let him back in. I mean, if he changes, I would help him as a friend. But at this point in time, and I cared about him very much. So it was very hard. It was very hard. And so yesterday I released and surrendered, all kinds of things and feelings. And today I just feel brand new and alive. So this is about releasing, surrendering to, this could be of companionship or getting ready and learning about your own energies besides your divine feminine energy, maybe introducing yourself into the divine masculine energy, the stronger, more cronish energy. I love the crone. Don't mistake. Don't mistake. Being powerful and beautiful and loving and kind and gentle and protecting and guiding and leading is a wonderful attitude to take. Being strong, speaking your truth. I've studied and watched some of the clan leaders in Africa who are women. I love watching their videos. If you ever feel like you shouldn't, you should. They take care of everything in the village. They run the village because they're more accountable for their actions. And let me tell you something, it's beautiful. The children are all well taken care of. When they say it takes a village to raise a child, they're talking about some of the tribals, ancestors, probably of ours at one time, maybe. I mean, we come from way far back in Africa as well. We all came out of Africa at one time, back in time. And, they're just more suitable for the whole situation. So this is a time of change. We're changing. Everything is changing. We're learning to love ourselves. And that's another thing. I spent yesterday loving myself all day. All day. All day. How? I mean, literally just giving myself a hug and sitting here and loving myself, telling myself I was proud of myself that I was able to do this. So few get away from a full-blown narcissist. And when I say full-blown, trust me, it was rough. It was rough. I used this channel to help leave him by empowering myself and getting on here and speaking my truth, which God wanted me to do. It came through my intuition. And so I have really loved you guys and appreciated all your comments and love and support that you give to me. And it has just been a part of helping me to put my armor on and be stronger and stronger, and not all for myself, but for all of us. To be a leader for all of us, to let you know that all things are possible if you believe. And I believed it was possible that I could get away. Even though all the tarot card readings and a lot of talk was like, oh man, the narcissist, he destroys it. And I knew right then, as soon as I heard that, I ain't gonna let no mofo destroy me. He'd be messing with the wrong one. And then I thanked my dad. My dad is long dead and gone, but I praise God for my dad. He started teaching me how to fight when I was 3 years old. Can you believe that? A little girl 60 years ago. And he wrestled and taught me how to put up my dukes. And when I cried and didn't want to, he'd be like, hey, that ain't going to matter to them if somebody ever wants to kick your ass. And he knew I was different and I would need that. And so I want to tell every single one of you, go out and learn how to fight. Really, literally. It'll bring you confidence to stand in your power. If you have the ability to have someone teach you to fight, and listen, even if you don't have the money or whatever to learn how to fight, YouTube will teach you how to fight. It taught me how to do yoga. YouTube taught me how to do some of the tarot techniques. YouTube taught me how to bake bread. If you can read, you can do anything. That's what my dad said to me. Connie, If you can read, you can do anything. Well, now if you got a YouTube, you can learn anything step by step. Okay, let's see what we got. We got this triangle here, and I need to look and see what geometric shape this is and what it means. It looks like a diamond to me. So we're just going to stick to the theme where we started at. A lot of you are beautiful diamonds out there just waiting to shine and shimmer and show the beautiful individual that you are in there. You're just waiting to show it. I was brought to this first. You're a living flower. You're with a star. Look at that. And you've been through a lot. You see the darkness, but look at that diamond. This is what happens when we go through hell. We get refined and we come out a diamond, especially if we say to ourselves, I'm winning. I'm going to do this. I can. You will not treat me like that. I deserve more respect, and speak up for our soul and our inner child, where we stand up as our own parent against those who would push us down. Right? Right. We do not let the narcissists take over the world. We begin to build an army up against them and stand and whip those poor little boys and girls who've been hurt in there, to whip their ass and straighten them up. And after they've had enough spankings, which means they get exiled. You exile them. It's the only way, because you having peace is more profitable to God than a narcissist who wants to disturb and take away any of your blessings. We learn through the darkness where the light is, and the light is not in being mistreated or disrespected or dishonored, because God says each and every one of you are a beautiful jewel hanging on the chakra tree, the sacred tree of gems. I mean, God has many ways to explain the ones he loves. And even Moses talked about the stones, the gems, and the breastplate of destiny that was on on the prophet's chest. So diamonds and emeralds and sapphires and mercury and all these elements are a part of who we are. They are in us. So we resonate with these things. And each birth, gem has a certain energy instilled into it from ancient days. So we should always have our birthstone. That's what this is. This is my birthstone. It is a dark sapphire. I feel I'm somewhat of an indigo child, willing to always dive deep and also pull my sword. Okay? I'm willing to love a whole lot, but I'll cut your goddamn head off. Just like that. If you come up against me, I am going to fight you like a well-worn soldier, just like my daddy taught me. And I am not nice. I can be ruthless, even though you see the best part of me on here, because you deserve the best part of me. But there are some people who do not see the best part of me, and that's my shadow side, stepping out and kicking ass for this side right here, which I think is okay. I love my bodyguard. She's scary. She's terrifying. And people run. And that's no joke. And they don't want to come back, because now they're under karma and they think they've been cursed. But I have never put a curse on anybody. I always call upon the universal judge, God of creation, and I call judgment on those who are really hard and mean to me, that it's gone past words, and it's going to go now into physical altercation. That's when I call upon the big guys. And that's when he had to leave. And that's when he went under judgment. And he looks terrible. And he's really, truly going through hell. There's no doubt about it. And I can call judgment because I walk in truth. I am authentic. Am I perfect? No, I am not. but I don't lie, cheat, betray, steal from people, um, deceive. I don't hide behind masks. I let everybody know who I am. As they get to know me, I don't hide who I am. I don't come out with who I am right away, but it takes me time to get used to disclosing myself. And one thing that I know at this point in time, that the Mother God is on this planet and she is protecting her children. Do not doubt that. Do not doubt that. Also, I want to talk about our shapeshifter thing. I got kind of sidetracked, you guys. Forgive me. Have mercy. If you're still here, please like, share, subscribe. Let's go on with these beautiful, innocent little clouds. You guys are having beautiful, positive thoughts. You are knowing that you're loved and loving yourself. Innocence, you're gaining back your childhood innocence. Look at you guys go. You're playing in the clouds. You're bringing positivity and lightness into your mind, your thoughts, your hearts. Well, if you bring it up here, then it flows down here. Yeah. And then it can go from down here and grow up to here. So you start just growing these beautiful flowers all over your hair and your head. They just, you know, you grow a garden right out of your mind. It's beautiful. Okay. Now we have another beautiful gilded leaf here. Isn't that beautiful? And I heard today that leaves stand for our ancestors because the tree of life, okay, and every leaf on the tree of life, your ancestral history is one of your ancestors. So, isn't that beautiful? So, your ancestors are with you as you're going through this beautiful change into being your original star-like quality. No star is alike. So, and no planet is alike. God don't make nothing alike. God is so creative, so unique that everything is its own thing, has its own composition, has its own colors, has its own way. We're all planets, like we're all humans, but every planet is different, just like every human. Even though our composition is somewhat the same, but we're still, each one have different internal workings. I don't know where that come from. Okay, guys, I'm just kind of like chatting with y'all and loving y'all today. I feel such love in my heart. Freedom. I feel pure freedom. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anybody ever want to talk about anything, or discuss things or whatever, just let me know and I'll give you my email or whatever, okay? Or even my phone number. I don't care. I'm always here for a chit chat, to be friends, to care, to get to know you better. I love y'all. I really do. And I'm really ready to make friends now. Reach out and touch the world. Okay. So, divine feminines, let's go with this watery deck first because, Scorpio, the moon is in Scorpio. So, we got double water. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm having a lot of feelings that I'm sharing with you guys. And I hope that you forgive me for this long intro. I just feel great. Hey, I'm going back to work tomorrow. I'm going to work both this job and I'm going back to panhandling because he left and I ain't got, I've got to go back and work a little bit in panhandling. And I'm kind of like looking forward to that too. So I'll be probably doing videos every other day unless God blesses me enough. I can take 2 or 3 days off. I just want y'all to know where I'm at. I feel really good about life. I know a lot of people in this city. I've been here for a long time, and these people have helped me for years and been kind to me when I needed it. And I love them all. And when they bless me, I bless them. I pray for them. I pray for their families. I pray for their children. I pray for their good. And I feel like, me doing that is no different than a preacher in a church, other than I really got my feet on the ground and I go out and work through the trenches. Okay? I'm a real, true soldier of God. And I know that. And it makes me proud to be that. And I'm saying you guys are too. You guys are too. I'm showing you that you could come from the poopy hole where I come from and walk with God in truth, and He will change your life. She will change your life. It will change. You'll come up out of the poopy hole, and you'll be in the high rise. In other words, you'll be observing everything that's going on. Five of air. Look at her. That's what she's doing. She's up there in the air, dancing, ballet, and yoga, and watching everything that's going on. She's watching these birds fly around. They're telling her everything, everything. And she's in a perfect yoga pose of balance. Look at that. That is beautiful. Five of air. What else? Oh, we got the clouds. We just talked about the clouds. Pure white. Pure white. Pure white. And she's got something on a string. She's got life on a string. She's dancing above the fray. She's light as a feather and doesn't let anything bring her down. Is this you, Divine Feminine? Yes, it's you, isn't it? Pure and innocent, full of fresh air, full of love, halfway to where you're heading to. Halfway there. And it looks like you're taking a break and kind of dancing above the clouds, doing this beautiful ballet. That's what I see. It's ballet. You are dancing above the clouds. Let's all take a deep breath, and I'm serious. Let's all take a deep breath and see ourselves like this in our spiritual eye right here. Let's connect with this dancing above the clouds energy and not letting nothing bring us down kind of vibe. Ready? Here we go. Breath. See it dancing. See her dancing. See you dancing above the clouds, doing ballet. Do you see it, Divine Feminine? I got a big old forehead. Did you see it? Did you bring that in? Making the impossible possible. That's what we're doing today. We're bringing the impossible into our lives by believing it's possible and then putting it in our mind and seeing it happen. And with faith, God is going to contract with all who are creating for the good of all. Always will, always has. God don't contract with selfish people, not the real true God. God contracts with people who want to share the goods, share the loot, share the bounty, share the treasure. I am one of those children of God that wants to share the loot, share the bounty, because I've been there. I've been to hell, and I don't like it, and I don't think everybody should have to walk through it. I think children should be protected. I think women should be protected, and I think men should be protected in that order. The children are the future. The women are the nurturers and the mothers, and if the fathers can't properly tend to the mothers and the children in a proper way, then the fathers are to be exiled until they can learn to do better, because we don't want to raise our male children like bad fathers. I'm sorry, God just brought that out. I had to say that. We don't want our male children learning any more of the narcissistic ways. So, fighting a narcissist is never easy, and it takes dancing above the clouds. It takes lifting yourself up above all the shit that's going on and becoming more, let's say, graceful and athletic. Ballet, I don't know, ballet. You know, I'd be hard pressed to ever want to dance with a ballet dancer. I mean, they can walk on their toes, you know. They'd probably be dancing all around you and smacking you upside your head. You just would not want to mess with a ballet dancer. And so, yeah, it's being graceful and rising above the fray while you empower yourself, while you become stronger, while you get more in touch with spirit, while you work your way through the darkness. Always. Oh, messenger of fire. Truth. You see, God will give you a light through the darkness every single time, bring you messages, protect you, love you. The impossible is possible. You just got to believe. Call on your ancestors. Call on the holy good spirits. Call on that which is love and light, and it'll all come to you. Draw it to you. Call it out. Call out through here. Call out here. Use your heart. You know your heart talks, right? Yeah, you just go down in your heart and you just yearn for it. And God will always be there. And the more energy you put into it, the more powerful God will be with you. And I'm a testimony to that. I'm a testimony to that, divine feminines. And that you're loved. Women were always considered precious, but men always wrote the Bible. They kept us dumb. Very few of us could read and write. You had to come from a rich king or something like that. It profited on them. It profited them. So we're not dumb no more. We know the power is with us. Oh, another messenger. Messenger of air. Messenger of truth, baby. Messenger of truth. And God's bringing strength with it. Yeah, they profited from us being weak because the Mother Earth loves her daughters. We are the jewels. We are the jewels of this planet, and we have and carry the power within us. 7 of air, look at that. Got the power to pull all that stuff up to her. Look at all the things coming to her. I've got the power. Birds of every kind. What do birds represent? Spirits, ancestors, right? And what do? We're going to sacrifice our old self, the old us, who took a whole lot of poo-poo, for the new us, who don't take no more poo-poo, who are growing up and understanding that we lead our children into the future and that we are not going to allow them to be tainted and mistreated and deceived and disturbed by fake and false realities of what life is or what a man is, or such as my children. I did not want them to think that cheating on your family is right. They all know it. They don't like it. But I also, because even my own children are uncomfortable around me. And that's okay. That's okay. There's going to come a day where what I believe in will be seen right. Like movies, sex scenes and stuff like that. That's not normal. You do not walk down through your neighborhood and look over on the porch and see your neighbors having sex. So for them to pop sex up like they do on movies and TV is a devious way of making our children think about sex and all this stuff all the time. They're always putting little boys and little girls together. They're trying to present this image that partnership is the only way. Well, partnership is not the only way. And sometimes we need to let our children know that there is no forever after story. There's no guarantee. Especially our daughters. Especially our daughters need to know this. Our daughters need to know what you've been through. If you've been through a bad experience with a man, even her father, she deserves the right to know the truth once she reaches a certain age so that you can protect her from what, you know, I don't know if everybody has had a bad experience with a man, but I've been married 5 times. And each and every time it kind of ended up the same with the cheater. And I caught him. I'm psychic, always was psychic. So what I'm saying is just be, if you've experienced things, make sure your daughter is capable of putting her guards up, arms up to watch and not be naive. That's it. Teach her not to be naive. Teach her that not everybody is pristine, even when they act like it. And that's love. That's loving your family, loving your strength, loving your courage enough to teach our daughters that the fairy tale of love forever after might not be completely true. Now, what has this got to do with making the impossible possible? It's got to do with giving them their own strength, their own power, so that they don't grow up thinking that they need to find a partner in life to empower themselves. We teach them to fight too, just like I told you. Because when you start learning to fight your own battles and you start seeing how really strong you are inside, we become more independent as we grow older. Yes, people are going to come together, get married, have children. That's beautiful. But for those of us after a certain age of, no, I don't think I want to have children anymore, and things aren't the same around the home place, we want to develop a love and appreciation for who we are, what we've been through, what we've done, and empower ourselves. And who knows, maybe you had childhood dreams of doing something. You go back to those childhood dreams and you begin to love them again and bring them into life. 2 upside down, I got to put those over. And we bring them into life. Back our childhood dreams. We ride the chariot back and forth from our past to our present to our future to our presence. Because right here is the key. You go in through here, you enter the quantum field. And you can go anywhere in your life you ever wanted to go. Go to where the places are happy. And if you need to, go to the places where you need love at times in your life when you needed love, go there too, Divine Feminine, and make sure you love yourself from there. And like I said, loving yourself, can be just sitting in a chair and putting your arms like this and just saying, I'm glad I did this, or I'm happy that I did that. I'm grateful that I've had the training I've had or the experiences I've been through. I'm very grateful because it's made me the person that I am today. You're talking to yourself. You're talking to your heart because it was a part of your strength. You're talking to your physical body because it was a part of your experience. You're talking to your mind and letting it know that positive things and positive thoughts feel much more harmonious than, negative thoughts and negative thoughts about oneself, right? And you're speaking your truth over yourself, over your body, over your life, over your spirit. It's all about making the impossible possible, creating yourself into the divine being with Creator. Because, yes, we must sculpt ourselves out from the rock. We got to chisel away pieces and parts of ourselves that no longer help us grow. And we do this with love. When we say goodbye to our old selves with love, always loving ourselves, always caring about ourselves, always doing this, because when we do this, we are capable of turning around and sending that love out to others. Page of water. We can't be like this every single day if we don't take the time to look inside our hearts and fulfill our needs of emotional support, or mental support, or physical support, or passion support, because passion is a big deal. You want to be excited about what you're doing, right? And then you walk on water. You find it, and you rise above everything. Just like this is rising above. This is, rising up above all things in a graceful dance with creation, the universe. This is getting the message, Divine Feminine, that you're so valuable and so loved. This is calling your ancestors and the Holy Spirit and the ethers and the laws of the universe to help you, encourage you, and love you as you go on your journey. And this is you on your journey, accepting the love of creation and getting to know your strength and courage, your divine masculine. You're getting to know your divine masculine there, your beast. And here you are, walking on water, loving your life, having fun, joyful, childlike, innocence. And then we have one more, walking in your truth and authenticity. They say this old King of Swords is cold and hard. And yes, at times he has to be. I've seen it. Oh no, this says you're able to get here because you use this for a boundary. You're able to get here by using this archetype here. These are all archetypes, right? We have all these energies in us. All these energies are in us. And this archetype here protects us and keeps our boundaries so we can play in this archetype here. This is like having Buddha energy, laughing and splashing and walking on water, not letting our emotions take us down, not letting anything take us down. In fact, it's the whole scene is above it all, above it all, above it all, right? There's the gate, and this guy here protects it. Ain't nobody coming through. These are all your aspects. Some of you might not be and have developed all aspects, but that's what tarot is about. It's archetypes. And we have and are multidimensional beings with all those archetypes within us. And switching our energy from archetype to archetype is, there we go. We're bringing out now the card of the day, which is Shapeshifter. Making the impossible possible by believing we can do anything. And doing the work to change our mind and to shift our mind. Doing the work to shift our mind from a cement mindset to a flow, to where we let the river run through it and allow ideas, thoughts, possibilities, to allow the ethers to come through and shift us into higher energy, higher vibration, higher thoughts, stronger will, more empowered, and loving ourselves even deeper than anyone can imagine, and teaching our children to do the same thing. Because when we love ourselves, we love everybody. When we learn to love ourselves, we do. And yesterday, I tell you, I didn't go out of my room because I was really in a bad mood. And it happens. But today I woke up and I felt great, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I just wanted to let you know that we're all human, that we all have bad days. But on those bad days, I made good use by lifting myself above the fray. And I also, with this messenger of fire, reminds me that I lit up my solar plexus. I saw a big yellow ball of fire here. And in my mind, right here, I put the intention to burn away all the stress and agony that I was going through. And it's a process. Healing takes time. And then I kind of just called on my ancestors, and I can't believe this story is coming out. And I did, and I called on the spirits, the angels, my ancestors, creative source. I called on the ethers, the universal laws, and today I'm walking on water. And if you're still here, praise God. And I'm full of love. So it almost was like the day that I had yesterday and turned into today. And when I woke up this morning, my heart was light. I felt in love with everyone and everything.